Hi, I'm Jack Lansu, back with another episode of Poppin or Droppin. And this time we have a different type of episode. I'm in a different setting. And instead of talking about new music, since there hasn't been that much this year, I thought it'd be a great time to kind of reflect and look back on some of my personal favorite music of all time and give you guys some great suggestions to kind of broaden your music taste. Kendrick Lamar is very similar to Kanye, as he also has a very large discography. However, same thing with him when it comes to people's favorite records, it's very split. And a lot of people go towards Damn as one of his newest albums. People love that project. People love Good Kid, Mad City. And then there's To Pimp a Butterfly, which I feel like is a masterpiece. That album has always, like, not connected with me, but I've just always loved it. And every time I go into listening to it, I draw something out and I draw a new lesson from Kendrick. And I honestly feel like I'm learning something new about my life and how to treat the people around me every time I listen to this project. And I really think the messages that he speaks on this should be taught in a classroom. Like, it is mind boggling how in detail he goes with all of his stories and how they connect to different aspects of life. But again, while he is a rapper, there's a lot of jazz on this project. There's a lot of um, very not traditional instrumentals on this project, but I would highly recommend it. It's my favorite album of all time, and there's bangers on it, and there's um, more story-driven songs, but the whole thing is connected through a poem that you find out at the end. He's talking to Tupac. He's telling this poem to Tupac, and it is insane. And for everyone who ever made fun of the name of the album, he actually explains it very beautifully in another poem at the very end of the album that connects his previous album and this whole album, every single theme on the album together. All right, the very last album I want to talk about is The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill by Lauryn Hill, who to this date is her only project. I was very lucky enough to go see her live for my birthday over the summer. It was her 25th anniversary of the project, and wow, is this album so influential. It is perfect from top to bottom, and a lot of artists that we have nowadays would not be who they are or where they are without her. Big one, Drake. Lauryn Hill was really the first artist to mix hip hop, and she's one of the first big female hip hop artists to blend that with singing as well as R&B. So again, that's what Drake is now, and that's what a lot of, you got Jack Harlow and stuff like that coming up now that literally follow the same mold that she set in 1996, 1995-ish about. So, while I love the album as a whole, and again, every song top to bottom is pretty much perfect. Just the influence that it has on music today is still being felt, even almost 30 years after the album came out. So I would highly recommend listening to that one. All right, I hope I gave you guys some great suggestions, and that's all.